to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Domashevitz.
What do we? We are welcome to the scrimmage. I'm Daniel Hargrove. See, I said all that backwards.
Oh, what was it? It was backwards first, but then you said the same thing, but you said it forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me.
Yeah, so somebody go back.
Don't check us.
Somebody go play that backwards.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the game that people play where they like, you have to like listen to what something sounds like backwards, and then you have to say it backwards, and then they flip it around and play it forwards, and whoever gets it closer to sounding like a normal sentence wins? Have you ever seen that?
That sounds like a fun game.
Saw
I'd play that game.
Saw it on Instagram Reels.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, you always know that it's going to be a good show when Andrew says we're going live, and then Daniel says, "What are we talking about
What
today?"
are we talking about?
That's how you know it's going to be a good show.
What do we do?
What do we do? What do we do?
What
do we do though?
But like what do we do?
Yeah, what do we do?
I'm glad I read the label of this and it said for dogs, so I didn't eat it.
Were you really tempted to just pick up something that looks like a pill?
It looked like it could be candy. You don't know.
It is a chewable.
Yeah. Simparica.
I'm kind of with you now because it says it's a chewable. Dogs don't chew things, really, do they? They just kind of put them in their mouths and then swallow them.
Say dogs don't chew things?
Do dogs chew like the way that humans chew? Because they don't have molars.
Oh, you mean like
right?
chew to swallow it?
Yeah, they bite things.
Yeah.
Do dogs have molars?
Yes.
They have massive molars.
Dogs have molars.
You don't know how excited I am that Hannah's saying you're an idiot this week.
You should have seen the look she just gave me. It was disgust, but also like almost like she expected it.
Yeah.
She didn't handle me as delicately as you did last week when I asked you if Idaho and Utah share a border.
Yeah, right. I was very delicate.
You were very delicate. I
Yep.
appreciated it because, I'm a very sensitive boy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's going to do it for our show today.
Oh, that's who Hubert Davis is. Jay said extend Hubert Davis. And I was like, oh, is that Duke's coach? Is he really good? And then I saw that it was North Carolina's coach, who must not be very good. And that's why he wants him to stay. So,
you know what,
Justin,
Hubert Davis
how do you feel about that?
Hubert Davis is a good man.
Is he a good man?
He's a good man, and I like
a bad basketball coach.
I think we just give him one more year.
One?
See how it goes. It's so hard for me because I've never fired the coach guy. And also, like, on a personal level, I think Hubert Davis is, like, a really good dude.
Yeah.
And the players love him. And I think that there could be some legitimate fallout roster-wise if they choose to move on from him. Because not only are there some players who could return from this year's team, but there's also two top 10 recruits coming in. And anytime you fire your coach, you run the risk that the recruits that coach brought in are not going to come to the team.
Yeah, they usually don't.
So if they do decide to move on from Hubert Davis, which would be, by the results, I guess, like a fairly legitimate thing to do. Like they've had 3 seasons in a row, or 3 seasons out of 5 now, where they either miss the tournament or get knocked out in the first round.
Whoa.
So it's not up to the standard that is set for the program, and not up to the standard of the NIL money that they spent on the players that they got. So I think if they do decide to move on from Hubert Davis, there's going to be some short-term pain, and I'm not looking forward to that. And also, I do just think like he's legitimately a good dude, and I like him, and I don't want bad things to happen to him.
Do people call him Hubie D?
No.
What's up, Hubie D?
No.
That's not what.
But you know what? Daniel, I've had this conversation with like 5 people now, and my opinion always goes back to the kind of things that you would say when we had these repeated conversations about Pete Carroll. Because you were always like, yeah, if you determine that Pete Carroll's the problem, fire Pete Carroll. But then what are you replacing him with?
Right.
And the only way to adequately answer the question of whether you should fire Hubert Davis is to have an idea of what you will replace him with.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's a pretty good chance they get rid of him, And then they have Carolina traditionally has these really interestingly rigid hiring practices where they only hire from inside the family. Like it's always either former players or coaches or both. It's never
Interesting.
somebody from the outside. So if they were to decide to do that, it would be like historically different from anything they have, but it limits the field of people you can choose from a lot. So
Roy Williams was from in the family?
he was a longtime assistant coach with Dean Smith.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Dang, so it's been a run for a long time then.
Yeah, even the guys that they had in the in-between, Dean, there was a few years in between Dean Smith and Roy Williams, and Bill Guthridge and Matt Doherty, and both of those guys were from the Doherty was a player and a coach, and Guthridge was a coach too. So,
And little did I know about firing Pete Carroll was that John Schneider could be really freaking good at picking a coach.
Yeah.
Because holy smokes.
yeah, yeah,
This is wild.
yeah. So sometimes maybe you just have to have the faith in the program that no, they'll replace him with somebody who's better.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because anytime there's a coaching
Chase
vacancy,
is already changing his tune.
well, anytime there's a coaching vacancy, people will always throw out the most ridiculous names. Like when
yeah.
Roy Williams retired and when Hubert Davis was hired, like everybody was like, "Oh, they're gonna get Mark Few."
Like, no,
It's like, no, they're not gonna get Mark Few. Like he could have had a dozen other huge jobs if he wanted them at this point.
Yeah.
He's not leaving Gonzaga.
Yeah.
And then the other one
Yeah,
is
he's a Pac-12 coach.
people think they're gonna get Hurley. They think that they're going to get the guy who coaches UConn. The guy who just won 2 national titles
Why?
and is constantly a 1 and a 2 seed. Why would he be leaving that program to come
Exactly.
to this one?
It makes no sense.
So,
People say the
I
weirdest
mean,
things.
The only way that would make sense is if the program you're talking about has an obscene amount of money to throw around, right?
Yes, but UConn has just succeeded at such a high level
Yes.
recently that it feels like it would be crazy. And Dan Hurley, it's been like, oh, is he going to go coach the Lakers?
Yeah.
Like he's been talked about in NBA jobs and had opportunities for NBA jobs and turned him down to stay where he is. So is he going to go to a college program that's been pretty significantly less successful than his over the last 5 years? It wouldn't make any sense at all.
Well, I guess that's right. The only place where that makes sense is if the other school is like literally going, hey, what are you getting paid? What are you getting offered from the NBA? Yeah, we'll give you twice that.
You know, and it is interesting. This is it's kind of a Carolina point, but it's more like an NIL point as a whole. Like the decision of whether do we move on from our coach or not has so many layers to it because like I said, you have recruits coming in and you have guys who are on the team who may be more or less likely to stay if you bring in a different coach.
Right.
But you also have donors who are the guys who are paying all this NIL money who want the coach gone.
Organ donors.
Exactly.
Yes.
They donate the organs.
Yes.
Or they go to Oregon.
Both.
But no, but like
Same
then,
work for Nike.
then one of the big rumors that's come up is like the people who are donating big chunks of NIL money want Hubert Davis gone. So if the school chose to retain him in the interest of keeping the players happy, then they might lose some of the NIL money. So they're doing a balancing thing. And then like, do you call the bluff of those donors and be like, you're not really going to pull your NIL funds?
Right.
I feel like it's a issue that probably in this era a lot of colleges are having when they're trying to make decisions about whether they retain their coach or not.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say the job of athletic director has not gotten easier.
Yeah.
So I've seen that there's been a couple of like games that went to overtime. Or is it just the one game that went to overtime on a buzzer beater?
That was the Kentucky
Kentucky
Santa
game?
Clara game.
That was a crazy finish. That was like that old North Carolina game where like somebody hits like a crazy like a big shot and then just come right back down and
don't
answer
need to
for the
talk
win.
about that.
Yeah, sorry, I realized that was that
They've
broke
already-
the wrong way for you.
They've
didn't it?
already been that game is so legendary that it's in every March Madness promo.
Yep.
And so I've got 4 screens going during this time, right?
Yeah.
So constantly whenever they're in between games, they're playing. They did this little mini doc with interviews and stuff about that game.
Yeah.
It's constantly playing on all these TV, and it's so
just reopening old wounds.
This week that you were looking forward to has turned into just kind of a torture session.
yeah.
Sounds awful.
Anyway, that Santa Clara Kentucky game, the way that it ended was so cool because it was like 3 consecutive games tying / winning shots that all happened in 10 seconds, and there was no timeouts in it. So
Which
like
is-
you
that
usually
is awesome.
that
because
in
normally
most
it's
games-
like big shot timeout.
Yes,
Okay.
it would have taken 5
big shot
minutes.
timeout. Okay. Free throws timeout. Okay.
Right. And Andrew, isn't that often your biggest complaint
Yes.
about the end of basketball games? Is it takes like they're really exciting things
Yeah.
happen, but it takes 5 minutes to play 30 seconds?
Yes.
That one, the game tying shot was with less than 10 seconds left. Then what should have been the game winning shot was with 2.4 seconds left. And then the other game tying shot that sent it to overtime was a buzzer beater. So all that happened in 10 seconds of real time
That's
with
so
no
cool.
timeouts in the middle.
You know what? New rule for basketball.
Yeah.
You only have one timeout that you can use in the last minute of a game.
Ooh.
Like regardless of how many timeouts you've saved before that, once you get under a minute, you get one timeout and that's it.
Or maybe you can call an extra timeout, but it gives the other team a power play.
Oh.
Like you have, if you want that extra timeout, you have to take one of your players off the court for 10 seconds, and then he can run in like hockey style.
Can
but
they
then
also punch somebody hockey style?
sure,
Sweet.
yeah.
Basically, we just want to make basketball more like hockey.
That,
We put boards up around the
I did have Santa Clara
only
in
the
that
Spurs
game,
play like that.
so I was bummed.
Sorry, I'll never let that go.
That's a really old reference too.
deep cut.
But that Kentucky Santa Clara game had some controversy in it too, because when Kentucky had 2.4 seconds left, down by 3, they inbounded the ball from the baseline, and the Santa Clara coach was very obviously trying to call a timeout while the ball was out of play.
Gotcha.
And the referees either ignored him or didn't hear him. And so they because he wanted to set up the defense. He wanted
Right.
to do what Andrew would have hated.
Yep.
And let the game last an extra minute while you get your defense set up. But they didn't give him the timeout, and then Kentucky got that heave to tie the game, and then Kentucky went on to win. They did get blown out by Iowa State today, though. So
Sweet.
yeah,
Take that, Francis.
yeah, Francis.
Francis was actually being very thoughtful of you.
That's fake. If Francis is like
Francis
showing
was-
legitimate human concern, that's fake.
Francis was manipulating me into thinking he was a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that
does
sounds
that.
accurate.
He does that. It's funny,
Yeah.
like Chase came over to my house twice this weekend and spent some time watching games with me, and getting to talk to him a little bit about. He was like, yeah, I mean, I just was in the comment section of your podcast, and Francis just started like insulting me. And then the next thing you know, every once in a while, Francis texts me, and now like sometimes we text with each other. So I was like, our podcast has brought people together
Yeah, from different communities.
from different communities.
East County to West County.
Aberdeen and Elma people together.
Another thing,
Yes.
another thing that Chase told me over the weekend was that he thinks that of anyone he's ever known from Montesano, he thinks he's talked to me the most.
I would. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean Montesano people.
I
oof,
mean,
you gotta
from
avoid those.
Montesano.
Yeah,
Dude,
I do.
were
I not
you in
count?
church the other day? Were you? No, it wasn't church.
I've lived there a long time.
It was.
That is true.
It was our Bible study
Yeah,
where Kai was talking about Montesano.
yeah.
Is that something that's safe to say on the airwaves? That was hilarious.
Probably
that
not.
was so funny.
Just for Kai's benefit.
Justin, I think that your
Darn it,
children
I wanna say
are
it.
from Montesano. I
Yeah.
think that you are not quite from Montesano.
I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a termite.
I've,
You're a Kazi termite through
Dude,
and through.
I-
Just like my mom.
I have lived in Montesano so much longer than I lived in Kazi. I lived in Kazi for like
Lame.
5 years.
I think of
Is
you
it
as
only
an
5 years? That
6
was like
years. 6 years. I lived in Kazi for 6 years.
those were like the core years of my childhood.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
like
makes
You
sense.
think of me as a Kazi guy, Northwest guy.
Kazi guy, Northwest guy, termite guy,
Yeah. Well, I would have.
dunking on short hoops while positioning the camera to show that there's no trampoline there.
That was so good. I wish I still had those videos.
too.
Oh man, this is like that. This is the difference between what kids do today and what kids did back then.
Right?
Like Jimmy and I were like, hey, we're like in our late teens.
Yes.
And he's like, well, we need something to do today. Oh, you know what? You have this exercise trampoline. What if we go to the basketball hoops at the elementary school and make dunking videos where you can't see the trampoline and it looks like we're just jumping really high and dunking. And it was so fun, and those videos were awesome.
They were awesome.
Also, it was a little scary because
those would have been viral today.
probably
definitely.
when you get enough bounce off of a trampoline that you're going much faster and higher towards the hoop than you're used to.
Yeah.
Like, not only was it a struggle to not, like, sometimes run into the hoop with all the momentum, but then, like, you know, if you jump on a trampoline, you're used to landing on a trampoline.
Right.
So, like, what if you jump really high off the trampoline and then you don't get to the hoop?
Oh, yeah.
Then you're just landing really hard on the ground, which did happen a couple times.
Yeah.
We cut those out, though.
So were you filming that on 8mm?
It was okay. So I actually don't know the answer to that, but you know, like, so way back in the day, there was the video cameras that you could put a full VHS tape in.
Yeah.
And then they came out with video cameras that had the little videotapes
That's
that
what
you
we
put
had.
inside of a big videotape.
Yep.
Yeah, it was on those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Was it our camera?
I think
your
it was my camera, but
Okay.
I think we had basically the same
same one,
camera.
yeah.
Because my dad had bought one to make like home videos for a vacation or something,
Yeah.
and then we used it for.
We used ours for everything.
But see, then at that
imagine,
time, like we basically
how our
made that
Christmas-
video to enjoy it ourselves.
yes. That exactly. And that was instead of social media.
Yeah.
Like you weren't making it to try and post everywhere.
There was nowhere to post it.
You just wanted to like watch yourselves
Yeah.
and maybe show me to try and trick me into thinking
Yeah.
that you guys could dunk like that.
We love tricking Daniel.
Yeah,
It was
that
one
was
of our
like-
favorite pastimes.
Almost probably Jimmy's favorite pastime, tricking Daniel.
Or embarrassing Daniel.
Chase, yeah, that too. Chase says
bastard
that
now.
he has proof that Francis was not being thoughtful of Justin. Ooh, you spill the tea, man. Like,
Yeah.
send it to us.
Uh,
I want to see that proof.
just assume that if Francis is being nice at any given point, it's disingenuous. Like, he realizes that he's going to push people away if he constantly is himself. So he has to pretend to be someone he's not occasionally.
yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I want to hear more about the tournament. I have not been able to watch. Like what I'm watching right now is like all I've seen besides that one highlight of the Kentucky game going into overtime, and the highlight of
High point.
Vanderbilt
Oh.
almost making the half court shot.
Yes. Okay,
That
so
was
that would
so
have been really
close.
good for me because I had Vanderbilt in that game.
Also,
That guy had an incredible game, too, and he looks like he's 12.
yeah. Also, just throwing this out there, I think it might be better for my pride if I said that I forgot to fill out a bracket, and that's why you don't see it on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
But it's actually just so far down that it's on the second page, which is really hard to find.
Well, that would be only like the bottom five because the first page is 50.
Yep.
And we only have 55 brackets in our challenge.
So my wife and I are number 52. I'm in 52nd place.
Yeah.
And my wife is in 54th place.
So
The only person worse than Courtney so far, somebody who didn't fill out their bracket.
Who is it?
I don't know. It just says Molly and Andrew.
I don't know most.
not me.
The different Andrew.
They're Molly and a different Andrew. And then Courtney's probably not going to end up in last.
Yeah.
Though, because there's someone who already, their total's like 86, which, dude, Caleb. That's Caleb Bloom. That's impressively bad, Caleb.
The Irish juggernaut?
Yes, that's impressively bad, my guy. Like, we need to look at this
I
bracket.
just spent some time with Caleb Bloom the other
Dude,
day.
he's
a lovely fellow.
Oh, he picked Gonzaga to win it all.
Yeah, that was the first national title winner to go down, and we had like 3 or 4 people in our bracket challenge who had Gonzaga to win it all.
So that means I'm gonna beat those people.
I had Gonzaga to the Elite Eight, and so that one hurt me a little bit.
So I engineered my bracket in such a way that I expect to be really bad in the first few rounds because I picked like the 20 most likely upsets
Oh, gotcha.
because I just wanted to be
So-
like I called that upset if it happened.
So-
I don't know that there was a good one. That
I am
actually
doing
got, but-
extremely bad, except for I still have all my Final Four, and I think I'm only missing like. Am I missing an Elite Eight? I'm missing North Carolina. Thanks, Hubie D. That's my only
Did you see
Elite
how
Eight
that
person
game
I'm
actually
missing.
went?
weren't they up by like 15?
They were up by 19 points in the second half, and they choked. They choked so hard.
That's brutal.
And then
sucks.
the controversy about I want to go like no, people don't care about Carolina basketball the way I do, but like 2 of their best players played 42 minutes. So like Hubert Davis, one of the big criticisms of him has been bad rotations.
Gotcha.
And his guys were gassed at the end of the game because he wasn't. They go 9 deep, and he wasn't playing the bench players to give his guys a rest.
You know what I've realized in my old age of basketball broadcasting?
Tell me.
I think basketball rotations might be the most difficult part of in-game basketball coaching. I think that might be the case, which is interesting because I think of like Hoquiam's greatest team, the undefeated team. It was really easy for Coach Brian Grun to manage his rotation because in the state championship game, 5 people played the whole game. He didn't have to do rotation. He was like, you guys are better than everybody else. Play.
Yeah.
Like, rotations are hard, man.
Sure.
Like, the amount of times, who was that? What game? Oh, I was watching an Elma game. Sorry to pick on you, Chase, or your dad. But there was an Elma game where I was like, why is one of your best players, he hasn't played for like 10 minutes in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Like, that can't happen.
Do you remember the podcast?
And
that
then
we
they even
had?
subbed somebody in,
Yeah.
and I was like, that kid never plays. Why is he coming in now and not one of your best players?
Do you remember the podcast that
And
we
I,
had where
like-
you gave Matt Ferrier advice about coaching basketball?
Did I? I don't. Did I do that?
Yeah.
That's wild.
It was you like stopped things and you were like, you know, you have way more experience than me, but if I had some advice to give you,
Did I really?
I think I even told you that you shouldn't probably be doing that.
Chase, now I know why your dad like kind of looks at me weird every time I want to interview him. He's like, really, this guy? What did I say?
I don't remember.
Do you remember my advice?
It was something really small. It was a real little thing,
Was it like get more texts?
probably.
Because that'd be okay.
Might have been about rotations.
Rotations.
I think well, like if you
And
think
then
about,
like Aberdeen,
Yeah.
they had a bunch of dudes who all had like similar skill sets.
yeah.
And then sometimes it would just be like, man, nobody's subbed here for like a quarter and a half.
Will be interesting to
Like
see.
rotations are hard.
Speaking of the Aberdeen boys basketball program, what direction things go there. Brandon Brooks, I believe, stepped down from
Oh, really?
from his position. I don't know the details of how things ended there, but they'll have a new coach.
Wow.
Aberdeen boys basketball will have a new coach, and they
And
had
like a whole new team.
85 seniors on their team. So like virtually no one is coming back that played. So it'll be really interesting to see how a new coach rebuilds that program.
Yeah.
I felt bad when I saw that. Like I was hoping that Coach Brooks didn't take. I was hoping that he didn't take blame for the fact that season kind of fell apart at the end because
Yeah,
it
my
wasn't. It was
goodness.
just injuries just derailed them.
So
I
many.
felt like.
It was brutal.
I could be wrong. Like I don't know. I'm not inside that program, but like 3 guys got hurt all at the same time, and then everything just fell off.
Yeah.
And a couple of those guys did come back, but the train had left the station at that point. I felt like so. I don't know.
That was the amount of injuries that all took place at once was wild.
Yeah.
No, we can't let. If this is Cole Johnson, we can't let Cole Johnson win.
Dude, so there's a Ryan at the top who
Yeah.
picked Duke to win the title. So I thought that was going to be Ryan Parson,
Oh,
but
who
it's
is it?
not.
Is it Ryan Freeman?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
There's
who it
so
is?
many people who are near the top of the leaderboard that I have no idea who they are. But I thought that was Ryan, so I was talking to Chase about that, and then Chase and Ryan worked together. So Chase went to work, and he was like, let's talk about your bracket. And then so I've been calling that guy the fake Ryan. Whoever's at the top of the leaderboard, you're the fake Ryan. And then there's a Cole, but I don't know which Cole. I know some Coles.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I just looked. I'm in 11th place with a lot of other people.
Oh wow.
I think
Andrew
I'm in
is
40th. I think I'm in 40th. The person in my household that's up the highest is my son, Makani. Peyton has been, in general, very disappointed with his picks, but also, just blaming the teams. for letting
Tice
him
is
down.
also bad. My
Yeah.
brother also real bad.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
somebody whose name is Big Daddy. He's not doing good either.
By the way, I think we're at a point where we can say this, but from Aberdeen basketball, since we were talking about that program,
Yeah.
Zonto Rea got an offer to play basketball
Yeah.
at Pacific University. Wanted to say
yeah.
congratulations to
Right
Zonto.
Attaboy, Zonto.
That's awesome. We
What
had
were
a
the kids saying that I did every time I talked about Zonto? What was the term they used?
Glazed.
Glazed.
The meme was a person. I think it was a person with their head in their hands.
Yeah.
And it was like you listen to the scrimmage, but all they do is glaze Zonto.
Yeah. It was really funny.
But we
Hey, it worked.
did
We
do
glazed
that.
him into an offer.
We did do that though. Like we love Zonto. We love the way Zonto plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we talked about the other players on
Exactly.
that Aberdeen team.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
There was that one time that we did a basketball preview when you weren't here.
And then you just
And
didn't
I
talk to
kind
him?
of, well, I
Talk
said
about- yeah.
on that podcast, like, I don't know Aberdeen basketball well enough to talk about them, so I'm going to wait till Daniel's here.
Right.
That was a bad job by me.
Nah.
I should have done more.
Yeah,
and
it's
better.
alright. Yeah. So, did we want to? Even though we're like a week in, I feel like
Chase
do we
wants
need to make a
talk
bet?
about mistakes that Hoquiam coaches have made, Daniel.
Yeah.
Not just about Elma's coaching mistakes.
And Aberdeen.
And
I
Aberdeen.
mentioned Elma. Actually, I was thinking some Monty ones too.
no, they've never made a mistake.
Yeah. Let's
That's
see.
why
I was
they've
thinking
won
about. Well, see, the thing is, Chase. I was talking about rotation mistakes, my guy, and I don't know if you noticed this about the Hoquiam basketball programs of both boys and girls recently, but not a lot of depth there. So rotation isn't very hard to manage. Like the girls team, for instance, had 7 total players. Now you don't really have to do much rotation management there.
It's true.
And Hoquiam's bench probably went about 2 deep.
I think ideally, I was talking with Peyton about like
Hoquiam's coaches just yell at people.
you don't want
Genuinely.
you don't want to have like excessive depth necessarily. Like you don't want to be playing 11 or 12 players a game.
Right, 'cause
Like
then
what's the ideal depth is probably 8 or 9.
Yeah. The only time you want to be playing 10 is if you're not very good, but you're just in crazy shape and you're just like full court pressing, playing like madmen the whole time.
Yeah.
I have felt the need to defend my class.
Yeah.
No, dude, so true. So true. It was that was the realization for me though, was watching that game like, oh crap, figuring out when to take people out and put in others, like that's got to be one of the hardest things to do while you're in the thick of watching the game.
Well, and it changes for playoffs too, because like if you watch pro or even college basketball to some level consistently, you'll notice that the coaches have a general way that they sub guys in around a certain time of the game.
Right.
Like, you know, if you watch an NBA game and you watch the Miami Heat, you'd know like, oh, Bam Adebayo is going to sit the first 4 minutes of the second quarter. Like
Right.
they do kind of have a general
And
flow of it.
I think that if I was to ever coach basketball, which I don't think I ever will at a
be
level
fun,
like
though.
that, I think I would have to like have an assistant coach that would tell me,
Yeah.
hey, we're at this point of the game. That's when you planned to take this kid out.
That's what
like-
Mark Buckman did for Leonard Barnes. He
I-
handled the rotations.
I think I would need something like that.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'm going to be paying attention to that type of minutia while I'm
Right.
so involved in what's
You're
going on.
trying
in the
to
game.
pay attention to like what adjustments you can make, like defensively, what plays you can call,
Right.
offensively, how you can exploit what the other team is doing.
Yeah.
You're looking at tweaks, like strategical changes.
Yeah.
So if you have an assistant coach that you can really trust to help with the rotations,
Yeah.
that would
And that
be
you've-
super helpful.
And you've talked it out beforehand,
Yeah.
so you kind of have a plan. Also, I just realized why I'm also taking shots at Elma. Maybe the best player on my rec basketball team is an Elma assistant coach, and he can't play in our game tonight because he has to do an Elma basketball banquet. So, great.
Who's that?
Stewart. I don't even know his last name, but he's pretty good. His name's Stu. He's good at basketball, and our team is bad. We've lost every game this year, and so I saw our initial roster that we were going to have, and like 2 of our 3 best players were actually going to be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, sweet, we might win a game.
Instead of letting
And
up
then he was
58
like,
points.
oh, sorry, guys, can't be there. Got to go give awards at the banquet. I'm just like, great. So now we're back down to 5 people and like only one of our good players. I say one of our best players. Yeah, Stu.
Andrew can play.
If I told Andrew just go foul people really hard 5 times, that would be awesome.
What division are you
Actually,
in?
the
Are we
last
talking about me?
you. The last game we played, I could have used Andrew because I would have been like that guy. Shot goes up, box him out into the wall because he's a little turd. I'm not gonna say their whole team was turds. The last game we played, had like 3 guys on it that you just wanted to hit in the face.
Dude,
Like-
if the game was yesterday,
Yeah.
I might have been able to get you Peyton. Oh. He just went back to school.
Oh,
Daniel,
that would have been awesome.
Court, Hannah has a video of me trying to catch roosters.
Yeah.
And I feel like you need to see that video before you expect me to play basketball defense right now.
I don't need you to play defense. When somebody shoots and
okay.
everybody's looking up at the ball, you go knock one of them into the wall for me.
I could probably do that at least twice.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Um,
And he would barely have to even use his elbows.
yeah.
Like,
Can you use elbows?
Oh, that dude just
well,
totally
you
smoked
can get
a
away
dunk.
with it. Yeah.
Kansas just smoked a dunk. That was hilarious. Like
Kansas
wide open.
is on pace for like 39 points so far this game.
This is awesome.
Yeah. I remember playing basketball with Andrew like maybe once or twice in my life.
The only time I remember is when we were getting ready for Hoop Fest.
Yeah. And me and you.
Monty.
And
We
the three of
played-
us went over to the school.
Yeah.
In Monty?
Yeah.
Because we played. Didn't you come play with Daniel and me and Kyle Hagel at Robert Gray in Aberdeen that one time?
Oh, I
When
forgot about that.
Weren't you with us that day when I blocked Kyle Hagel's shot?
That does ring a
Which I still
bell.
talk about sometimes.
That does ring a bell.
Kyle's like 6'7".
Yeah, what's
and
Kyle
I blocked-
doing tonight? You think Kyle wants to come play Division I rec
I
basketball?
give you his number. You can
with
ask him.
5 people who shouldn't be playing Division I rec basketball, and 1 person who should be though.
If you were,
we have 1 person who should be playing Division I rec basketball there tonight.
who did you guys allow 58 points to again? I forgot.
Brandon Williams.
Brandon Williams.
58 points.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sniper.
We don't have anybody over like 6'1" on our team, and he's 6'4" and is a guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could shut him down. The face you just made.
I had to try and cover him the first time we played, and he just caught the ball in like the short corner and literally just shot a normal jump shot, and I could barely get a hand in his
Dude,
face.
honestly, all you have to do is one time he goes to shoot a jumper on you, give him a little Draymond Green right in the nuts.
Oh, the little Draymond?
Little Draymond.
Dude, you're right.
Yeah.
That'd throw him off for the rest of the game, I
Yeah,
bet.
it's Draymond Green, Grayson Allen, Kyle Filipowski, Jeremy Fears, and Dylan Brooks.
Should I Christian Leitner
Give him a
too?
give him a little Christian Leitner. The common theme is that these guys half of them played for Duke and one of
Yeah.
them played for Oregon. So
Well, and
Bad
wasn't
people.
Draymond a Michigan State guy?
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
So bad people
Yeah,
in
terrible.
general.
Did you mention Brooks?
Yeah,
Yeah, that guy's a terrible
yeah.
human.
He was a duck.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Duck and Brooks.
Ducking Brooks, man. Let's see. Isaac and Mason are in a 1B, 2B, 1A senior all-star game at Centralia College. Nice. That's cool.
What sport?
But I'm assuming basketball. You dumb. You're such an... What sport?
You handled me less delicately that time. Anyway, Isaac, real good at basketball.
You're really good at all the sports.
Yeah.
His dad said that he took a visit for football somewhere. He was telling me about it after the last playoff game.
Also, he's continuing to play basketball.
Is he?
He's playing basketball with like a travel team that's going to Vegas and some other places too.
Yeah, apparently
Isaac
know what?
McGaffey, by the way, is in case people don't know. Isaac McGaffey from Elma is who we're talking about.
I'm just thinking of like the select teams and how they would all just probably drool over someone who plays the game the way he does and is the size and athleticism that he is.
Yeah.
Like normally the kids around our area that play the game the way he does are built like me and Tiggy,
Right.
not like
And maybe they
6'3" freak shows.
and maybe are athletic but don't have like the kind of explosive athleticism that McGaffey has.
Yes, exactly.
Like that this is a guy who's like he's an electric dunker, you know. And he can shoot.
Yeah.
He's great at defense.
Yeah, and
League MVP.
He can do
Well
all
deserved,
of
by the way.
He can do all of the basketball things while also putting in the effort to be like a lockdown, ridiculous defender.
Did we talk about that league MVP last week? I can't remember if we did or not. So Isaac McGaffey was named the boys' league MVP.
Sounds right to me.
Well, I have no
Yeah.
issue with it. I kind of
Zero
gone into
issue.
it like knowing, okay, so we've been talking all season about how Elma, Monty, Hoquiam,
Yeah.
they're all real close to each other. They're
Yep.
all at the top. Isaac gets named league MVP. Lincoln, if they pick one of the guys off Monty, whether it was Mason Fry or Caden Grubb,
Right.
or even like Ryan Weidman for the way he finished the season. Like if they were to pick one of those guys, it'd be like, okay, well you were the first place team. You have deserving players. You can be MVP. There's
Right.
so many MVP picks I would have been okay with. Isaac is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for him. I think a decent argument definitely could have been made for Lincoln to be league MVP. I'd have to see the stat comparison.
Yeah.
But Lincoln does have one more year. He's only a junior, so he's got another year to play. But Isaac, really, really, really deserving, I think.
Yeah.
Every once in a while we get league MVPs that I look at and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like when that year with the Forks guys?
That was the
that was
worst
ridiculous.
one. Okay, so it happens fairly common where I'm like, there's a pretty good argument
Yeah.
for this other, like this year in girls.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Aaliyah
Yeah.
probably would have locked it down, but they gave it to the senior.
Like from a statistical standpoint, and
Aaliyah's stats
Jilly
are just
Dalen
not-
is awesome.
Yes.
So I don't want to like make this come across like we
Yeah,
don't have
not
to
at
talk
all.
bad about someone to talk about how good someone else is.
Agreed. Yes.
Jilly is a really
Unless
good
they're
player.
from Forks.
Exactly. Or Tenino.
Tenino.
Jilly is a great player. She won league MVP, Monty girls basketball.
Yeah.
But what Aaliyah did for Hoquiam, Aaliyah Kennedy for Hoquiam girls basketball this year, statistically is just insane. And it wasn't just points and rebounds. It was
Right.
also steals and blocks.
Yep.
Like the way she stuffed the stat sheet on such a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Aaliyah's awesome. Sophomore?
Yeah.
We got 2 more years of Aaliyah Kennedy
Yep.
coming up. I can only hope that there are some reinforcements coming
Yeah.
for Hoquiam basketball. Not so it's like
Especially
just so
'cause
that they
they-
can have more than 7 players.
Yeah. Especially because, like, for the first time in what feels like a decade, they won't have Lexi LeBounty.
Right.
Like, every year we're like, oh, she was a senior last year, right?
Yeah.
No, she's got 2 more years
She
left.
must be like a 7th year senior.
Yeah.
Like she's been there forever.
It feels like it. She's been starting every game since a freshman. But, like, yeah, the 2 Forks guys was the worst possible MVP voting I've ever seen because they took, like, 3rd or 2nd.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't even the best team in the league, and yet they gave their 2 best players co-MVPs.
Yeah.
It's like, that cannot be how, like, in any way you frame it, that can't be how that works.
I would love to be in one of those league meetings where
And
they
just-
decide all league and MVP and stuff, because I know they take like each coach gets like a certain amount of points, and you can allocate like how many points you give to the different players from the opposing teams, and that's how the voting works.
Mm-hmm.
And then whoever gets the most points, my understanding is whoever gets the most points is the MVP. So yeah, there is that, but there's also a lot of politicking that goes on
Right.
inside of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, I know that from talking to some people who previously have coached, not anybody who's a current coach, but previous coaches, that some of the teams will like make alliances with each other and be like, well, I'll vote for your guys if you vote for my guys. And it becomes this really political thing.
Yeah,
I'm not accusing that of happening this year whatsoever. But
Let's keep the Monty kids out of the MVP.
Of course.
Like,
Yeah.
people colluding.
well,
colluding.
everyone persecutes Montesano all the time.
Collusion.
So
I would.
so I know that those
That's
kind of
what I'd
things
be
do
like.
happen, but I'd love to just sit in on one of those meetings and just understand the process. It'd be fascinating.
Yeah, I would love that. Also, I love how like basketball has gotten to the point where like dude hits a random mid-range J like open and then just like throws up a celebration. Like,
Yeah.
like what are we doing in basketball these days, man? Like,
So here's
after it's bleeding into high school,
Yeah.
but like every level and I freaking hate it. First of all, I hate that I'm scrolling through YouTube and I see like highlights of 12-year-olds. Like, no, I will not like that video, and I will scroll away from it as quickly as possible because they always also come with like the little 12-year-old who hits a 3 and like does like a dance, and I'm just like, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What's
what do we-
going on?
what do we do?
What do we do?
What do we-
What do we do about youth sports? When do we get to? Is it our annual youth sports discussion time? Probably not.
You think that's only annual?
Yeah, it happens a lot.
It's like monthly.
It's broken. Youth sports is broken.
It's fine.
We decided to push off Anchor's first year of organized sports.
Does that mean that you don't want me to send you the Northwest Junior Rodeo Association enrollment forms that I found yesterday?
Probably not. Although Anchor is very intrigued about riding sheep.
That's why I was looking them up.
And Courtney's like, maybe we should show Anchor a video of mutton busting because that he might not be as in for it. He tends not to like eat it into a bunch of sawdust or mud.
No, but he wouldn't eat it.
He'd just hold on.
He'd ride
I know.
the-
I was
the
thinking
sheep.
about it, and I was like, "There's a chance that if I told Anchor, do not let go, he might just never let go."
Just never let go. Yeah.
Dude, I did that once when I was tubing. You've been tubing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like behind a motorboat, right? Okay, I'd never
Like
done this
Albert.
before.
Like
this was
Albert
Yes.
this
milking
was
the
this
cows.
was
literally.
doesn't let go.
Lake Chelan,
Yeah.
and I was with the Napiers, and Jim told me, or Jim would do this thing where he would like try to throw you off.
Absolutely.
I had
Great.
never
That's
been on a tube
boss
before.
dad move.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm not sure if I've actually ever been on a tube. I know what you're talking about, but I've never been on a tube.
Okay, for those who don't know, which most people probably do, if you don't know, there's like a rope behind a motorboat, and then you have like a inner tube. Most of them are like specifically designed for this, where they have handles and they're really big. And then you ride on it, and then often the person who's driving the boat will try to use the wake to make it like flip and stuff and make you fall off. But these things have really sturdy, hard plastic handles.
Yes.
Okay. So I had never done this before. I had no prep going into it, except that I had watched some other people do it. I just assumed if my inner tube flips over, that the person who's driving the boat will stop.
Oh, no.
So the inner tube flips over, and I'm hanging on to the handles for like 50 feet, just like swallowing 1,000 gallons of water. And I didn't realize that actually what you do is the person, you just sit there and the person circles back to you. I was just expecting him to stop and I swim back to the boat.
Yeah.
So I'm hanging on for dear life, and eventually I realize, okay, my shorts are about to come off. I better let go. So I let go, and finally I get back in the boat, and Jim was like, I was wondering why the boat was dragging so bad for like 50 yards.
It's awesome. Oh man, the more I'm thinking of it, though, I think Veda would be the one that just wouldn't let go. I think if I sat Veda on a sheep right now, she would just
Something about second-born children, man.
she'd be about it. Oh man, the rodeo, that was pretty sweet though. There's a lot of local talent at the rodeo. Was it a 3-day event or a 2-day event? Like, is it going? So it's going on now, probably.
Yeah. It's like a special kids' day, family day Sundays.
Is it adults only the first couple days? Or?
No, it's just
Like R-rated rodeo?
It's just more focused on the adults.
Like lots of cursing and violence?
Yeah,
Well, the's definitely
There's
lots
definitely-
of violence.
Okay.
and probably cursing. It is, yeah, but you can't hear it because it's super loud there. All right, do we? At some point today, I want to talk about how Aaron Judge sucks.
Let's take a break.
WBC.
Here's my proposal. Let's take a break
Okay.
and then name an athlete of the week.
Okay.
And then take another break.
All right.
And then talk about Aaron Judge, the biggest choker in the history of USA baseball.
Yes.
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Damashevitz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Damashevitz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Damashevitz today at 360-612-3991 or visit damashevitzlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com.
Yes. Andrew, really quick, while Justin's gone for completely normal reasons. Thank you to our sponsors. Andrew's telling me how like there's nothing better than following big Red Sox fans and their accounts on X when Judge is choking. It makes me super happy. I believe
They're incredible.
I think Logan, I think my nephew might have his own YouTube account now, or maybe it's a shared one. But I think that's my nephew. It says Veda would have the sheep live in her room. Yeah, that's a good call there, Logan. Definitely, she would invite the sheep to live in her room. And then now. Yeah, Angela says, speaking of not letting go, did you talk about Albert? Andrew mentioned it. So one of the best parts, if not the best part about the rodeo is called the businessman's milking competition. Is it wild cow milking?
Wild cow milking.
Wild cow milking. Justin, I'm sure have you met Albert? Hannah's brother?
Yeah.
Large human.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a large human.
He played wiffle ball with us.
Yeah, I've never seen a human that large get drug across more ground almost effortlessly by the cow. Like it was you on the inner tube.
Okay.
Albert holding onto a rope.
Okay.
And just getting pulled because it was Albert's job to like control the cow.
Okay, so when you said cow milking, I was imagining someone
He's just
holding onto the udder.
The udder. No,
that
was
sounds dangerous.
That was Rue's job.
Okay.
And I don't think Rue ever got to the udder because this cow was not going to be moved.
Okay.
Did Rue finally get to it?
We got her in the corner.
Oh, man, right at the end. I got video of it, though. Albert just getting dragged across. Dude got stepped on. Like, he was not letting go. It was crazy. I'll show you the video after.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was...
Logan says it's him.
Yeah. I figured that out already, Logan. I said it's...
Hi, Logan.
I'm tracking. He said that Veda would just have the sheep move into her room.
Oh.
Which also...
Okay.
Yeah, that tracks. All right, so Athlete of the Week. Who do we got?
All right, we got 2 nominations, and I'm going to just say on the front end, I did not do a good job of paying attention to local sports this week. My whole week was getting ready for March Madness and then watching basketball for probably over the course of 3 days, like 32 hours, if not 34, 36, 38, 45. I watched all the basketball.
Nice.
So, but we did get a couple of nominees. So
From
Aberdeen boys soccer, this one comes from Forrest. Gonzalo Barrios had 2 goals and an assist in a win over Mountain View.
Take that, Mountain View.
And then I got
Down
another.
in Vancouver, Mountain View destroyed me in basketball one
I got
year.
a nomination.
So glad they lost.
From The Godfather.
Oh, whoa!
Oh,
I still don't know who this person is.
Nope, but I got
this might be the longest running thing of our show. Is that I don't know who this person
It's
is.
also been a while since we've heard from The Godfather.
yeah.
But I got a nomination from The Godfather for Athlete of the Week. North Beach High School 13th Annual Beach Blast Powerlifting Meet. Aberdeen Bobcat senior Miley Anderson placed first in the 123-pound weight division with a bench of 130, a squat of 270, and a dead of 300.
Dang.
Total lift of 700 pounds. Also was the overall top lifter on the girls' side.
What was the name?
Miley Anderson.
Dang.
Aberdeen Bobcat senior. To think like a 123-pound person is doing those lifts.
That's
Like a bench of 130, a squat of 270, and a dead of 300.
I missed the part where you said her weight class.
123 pounds.
Ludicrous.
Yeah.
She's deadlifting 300 pounds?
Yes.
That is bonkers.
deadlifting more than twice her own weight.
Yeah, by a lot.
And she's benching more than her body weight.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Pretty impressive.
That's silly
I
numbers.
feel like Miley Anderson is a name I've seen before. I'm trying to remember from
I know
which
these
sport.
words. Sorry.
Does she play soccer maybe?
I don't know.
I don't remember either. But I feel like it's a name I've seen before from sports. So we have Miley Anderson, Aberdeen Powerlifting, or Gonzalo Barrios, Aberdeen Boys Soccer. Did you know that Monty... I got to talk to you real quick. Before we pick, did you know that they have changed the rule in soccer this year? The overtime rule.
Why do they keep changing rules?
So now, if a regular season game ends in a tie,
okay.
they don't play overtime. They don't do PKs. They just call it a tie.
Like normal soccer.
But you usually play overtimes.
Not in... Do they play overtimes in like normal MLS games?
I think so. Don't you play two 5-minute overtime periods?
Dude, I don't know.
In the entire history that I can remember covering high school soccer, there's always been overtime periods. And I know there are times where they will declare things a tie instead of doing PKs.
I knew that's how they did it in high school, but like I remember growing up playing rec, if we finished a game in a tie, it was just a tie.
I don't know
For a normal game.
I don't know very much about soccer outside of high school, but I do know
MLS does not have overtime.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like regular season. I feel like the only time overtime stuff is brought in is when it's like a tournament situation.
So they made a shift that's more towards like the way
Normal
soccer
soccer,
is
yeah.
played normally instead of the way we do it for high school.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's accurate.
money. Well, I mean, based on what Andrew was saying about MLS, what about like Euro League, like Premier League stuff? Anyway, the point of it was Monty and Elma boys soccer
Right.
played to a 1-1 tie.
How crazy is that?
That's
awesome.
and then the players were just angry, obviously, because like you don't want to lose, you don't want to tie to your rival. You want to have a
Right.
chance to win or lose.
Absolutely. That's why soccer is lame and it's a communist sport. And my dad's been telling me this since I was 5 years old. My dad's like, sports that can end in a tie are communist sports.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, Dad, I'm going to tell all my 5-year-old friends that.
Well-known Democrat.
Yeah. That's so funny now to think about. That's funny.
Moving on.
Back when Democrats could be non-communists.
Right. Wasn't that a time?
We are treading into some murky waters here, fellas. Let's move on.
Murky waters. Jeez. I was going to say, because I just found the score of that Aberdeen Mountain View game.
Yeah.
Barrios, that was the last name.
Yep.
He accounted in some way for all three of their goals in a 3-1 win over Mountain View, which Mountain View is a big school.
Yeah.
They're a big school from Vancouver. But those numbers for a 123-pound person to put up, like,
I think that. So
That's
I've been to
crazy.
that powerlifting meet that they have at North Beach High School.
yeah,
I think it's a kind of big one on the like.
it's a big
Schools
one.
came from a long ways to
Yeah.
be there.
Yes.
So I would imagine like that win kind of means a lot, and it's not just that she finished first place in her weight class, but she also was awarded lifter of the meet. And I think for the most part they use like a mathematical formula, like here's your total poundage, like based on your body weight, and then they like do some kind of mathematical formula to determine who's the lifter of the meet.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big deal to not just be first place, but also be lifter of the meet, I guess is what I was driving at.
Yeah.
And it's not a subjective thing. I think I could be wrong about that. People who are more into powerlifting than me, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they use like actual math to make it an objective thing.
I like it. I'm good to go there. What
By
do
the
you think?
way, Chase is throwing in some Elma
here we go.
stuff. Elma softball beat Rochester 14-0, and Cleellum Roslyn 11-2. Elma soccer 3-2 over Hoquiam. Also, Elma boys track team won the Rainier Icebreaker meet. If you want to know,
What was I trying to justify? Chase told me not to try and justify things. I forget. What was I trying to justify?
Eliminating overtime. Saying
People
ties
don't like
are
ties.
okay.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah.
ties are okay. I'm saying soccer is dumb. This
Well,
is just
so-
the way that soccer is done.
unlike Chase,
So they're
who
un-Americanizing.
is unevolved, I appreciate that kind
They're
of insight.
un-Americanizing the soccer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's absolutely what they're doing, Andrew. They're like, this is the way that soccer is supposed to be. Stop trying to make it America.
America.
So, Miley Anderson?
That would be my vote, with a strong nod to Gonzalo Barrios,
Absolutely.
of Aberdeen soccer.
Yes.
Great job, Miley Anderson, for winning your 123-pound weight class and being the lifter of the meet at the North Beach meet. Beach Blast. Beach Blast? Did I get that right? Hold on, let me double check.
Beach Blast?
Pause. Everyone pause your show for a second. Yes, the Beach Blast powerlifting meet at North Beach High School. Congratulations, Aberdeen senior Miley Anderson. You are our Spivey Athlete of the Week, which is brought to you by Spivey Realty Group.
I was going to say maybe they should call it Buff Beach. But seeing that, like, buff can mean different things, maybe not.
Like they have to do it in the buff?
Yeah. That probably wouldn't be good for high school athletics.
Or anyone, really? Yeah, probably.
That'd present problems.
Yeah, we present a lot of problems.
That
Yeah.
would be issues.
Be like an adults only rodeo.
Okay, so he also says adults only rodeo. Elma boys track team won the Rainier Icebreaker meet.
Yeah.
Also, I saw that the Daily World they're launching a new segment where they're like highlighting a local athlete. This is super cool.
What are they calling it? The Spivey Athlete of the Week?
They might. The Student Athlete Spotlight.
Okay.
Our name's way better.
Yeah.
And they spotlighted our guy. The
Gonzalo
director
Barrios?
the director of Fast.
Oh, nice.
Frozone.
Yeah.
Richie
Guadarrama.
I messed up.
Remember
his
when I
name.
spent a whole podcast calling him Ricky, and
Yeah.
then we got corrected?
Well, the only reason why I didn't
Richie,
say Richie, the only time why I didn't say Richie is because they said Elma's Ricardo Guadarrama.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, his name's Ricardo. I bet
Yeah.
it's actually. So I was like, I must have been saying it wrong.
I know a Ricardo who goes by Ricky.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Ricardo Escalante.
Escalante.
Oh.
Yeah, I know Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Ricky, and I also know this Richie,
Yeah.
who's real fast.
Yeah. And you know what? We met Richie face to face. Real nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome.
Nice guy.
Yep.
I hope to see more of Richie as track season goes on.
I just want to throw out some scores really quick because spring sports like finally got going. There's a ton of rainouts for some of the sports that need.
It's been a real wet phase.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
In softball, prep softball, Elma took down Cleellum Roslyn 11-2. Aberdeen, real good, took down Hoquiam 11-0.
Whoops.
Nice.
Yeah. Now shut up. Skyview beat PL Willapa Valley 5-0. PL Willapa Valley beat Jackson 7-6. That poor
Jackson
guy named
who?
Jackson. Yeah.
I know some Jacksons.
That guy.
That guy was just playing out there by himself like
Jackson
a wiffle ball
Rhinvan?
game.
I love that guy.
Elma lost to, now prep
It's
baseball.
If it's softball, it's probably a last name.
Probably. Yeah. Shelton beat Elma 8-3. Montesano beat Heritage 10-0. Montesano beat La Center 11-1.
Nice.
Aberdeen fell to Ephrata 1-0, and Aberdeen beat Ephrata 11-5. So, you take the cumulative scores there.
The what?
Aberdeen's way better than Ephrata. Did I say
what?
cumulative? Cumin? You take the cumin scores and you make some tacos.
Careful.
Shelton beat Hoquiam 10-2, and PL Willapa Valley beat Ocasta 9-6. And then you get to those soccer scores where Aberdeen beat Mountain View. Oh, you know what? We didn't. Apparently, Aberdeen also beat Foss 8-1 in soccer. What if Gonzalo had like 8 goals in that game? Come on, Forrest. Give us the full story.
Forrest was sick. You got to cut him some slack. He can't be at everything all the time.
I think you should try.
Forrest sends me more information than anyone. Even Chase. And Chase sends me a lot of stuff.
Chase sends a lot. Let's see. What day is it? It's the 22nd. Dude, Aberdeen also beat Kelso in soccer this week 3-1.
Nice.
Let's see. This might shift our athlete of the week.
We already gave it to Miley.
What if Gonzalo freaking had a hat trick?
Gonzalo is a cool name. What
It
if he had a
is a
schmat trick?
He had a goal. He had 2 goals
2 goals against 2.
against Kelso.
Not enough. He needs more.
in their 3-1 win.
Any assists?
Nope.
Not good enough.
Okay. All right.
What about the next one?
What do you mean the next
Didn't
one?
you say they had another win too?
That was... Oh, I don't know what the other one was. That was just the scoreboard.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, there's some girls prep golf going on.
Yeah.
Aberdeen. I don't know how girls prep golf does their scoring
There's
now.
tennis happening too.
Because they beat them 34-40. I don't
They
know
use
how...
that. They use that. What is it called? The scoring. The Stableford scoring system.
Oh, they make it confusing is what they do.
They earn points based on how they
Stableford scoring
Yeah.
system.
So you want a higher score, Stableford.
How does that work?
You get instead of like being under par for things.
Speaking of un-Americanizing things,
yeah.
they're like, yeah, everybody knows how golf works, but we're going to do not that.
Does everybody know how golf works? Oh,
think
my
so.
daughter's calling me. Oh, she hung up.
Let's see. Oh, Dave Beeler hopping on saying Benny Anderson won both the 1600 and 3200 at the Rainier Invite. First
First time ever under 10 minutes?
Yeah. It doesn't say under 10 minutes though.
Benny is gonna be
Dude, that's awesome.
like all year. We're gonna be seeing Benny Anderson distance running stuff. I always think that kids, like a lot of times you'll see somebody run the 32 and then somebody run the 8 and the 16. Like whenever I see that there are kids who run the 16 and the 32, that feels crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because like I've watched kids run the 32 and then just collapse at the finish line.
Wait, so did he ran the 32 in under 10 minutes? Wow. That's like 2 miles.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can remember when I was trying to run
We did the Jane Roloff challenge.
Jane Roloff
we
challenge?
talked about doing the Jane Roloff challenge.
I was practicing.
Yeah, I was too.
I had my time under what was the time I needed to be? I needed to
remember.
beat her 1600 time in 400? Or no, I needed to beat her 1300 with my 1600.
Grace Gooding threw a no-hitter against
What?
Tenino?
That has the escalator of it also being against Tenino.
Man, I hate Tenino so much, and also Grace Gooding is awesome.
Yes. Oh, was it
Monty guy.
Was it a 5-inning no-hitter because they 10-run them?
I mean,
That only slightly takes away from it. Like, it's not her fault.
only slightly. It's still a no-hitter.
It's not her fault they are that much better.
If
than
it had gone 7, she probably still would have got the no-hitter.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, because it's Tenino. You know?
Yeah. Good call. Yeah.
Yeah.
So true, King.
You know, this is what I'm...
Who's Dog Fan 05?
I don't know, but I am experiencing this, like, this is what is going to happen when we don't have a local sports roundup.
Yeah.
Like, normally we would know all that.
Yeah.
We would have
but-
known all of it, but we are in a phase in which we are not capable of paying attention to
Yep.
local sports the way we used to.
And you have 2 options. Us not doing the show or us doing this version of the show.
Yeah.
So anyway, Aaron Judge sucks.
Yeah. But before we
Oh, wait.
talk about how bad Aaron Judge sucks,
Oh.
let's take our second
Oh!
and final commercial break. Sorry, Andrew.
Spivey Realty Group's goal is to make buying, selling, investing, and renting real estate in Grace Harbor simple. They believe in 100% transparency and unparalleled communication with local expertise, tech-enhanced, and top-notch service for their friends, neighbors, and community. Their goal is simple: get a group of strong-willed, hard-working people together who want to make a difference in Grace Harbor and to use real estate as the means of achieving that. Voted Grace Harbor's best real estate company. Find them on Facebook or visit graceharborrealestate.com. Spivey Realty Group, elevating small town real estate.
Thank you for listening to and or watching The Scrimmage. I'm Justin Domashevitz, trusty producer Andrew Gross here with me, as well as my co-host Mavis, whose face you saw on screen a moment ago. She's adorable. And Daniel Hargrove here with us as well. We have been talking a little bit of local sports here, and for those of you who might have noticed over the last few months a little bit of a shift in the way we've done things. We used to have a pretty regularly robust local sports roundup where we would talk about how, like, everything that happened in local high school sports over the previous week. And we have, honestly, like, we all have full-time jobs and other responsibilities outside of it. Some of us have young children. We have not been as capable of putting together those roundups. They do take a long time if we do them right. So we haven't been as capable of putting together those roundups lately. We really are depending on people to send us information. I wanted to shout out, first of all, Dave Beeler for jumping on, giving us info about
you, Dave.
track. That's going to be super helpful. Dave has been really, really in the community of track in general, but especially distance running. He's been super helpful. Chase Ferrier keeps us informed on all the Elma stuff that's going on. Forrest Worgum from Forrest Worgum Photography is at high school events constantly. He sends me information all the time about things that are happening. We want you to send us information. So never hold back. You know, get on our socials, The Scrimmage on Facebook, on X, on Instagram, we're The Scrimmage GH. Or you can email us, thescrimmage@gmail.com. We love to have information from you. If you're concerned about whether or not the athletes are going to be recognized, the best way to make sure that they are is to send us the information. We will try to do more of getting local sports roundups and getting more of the information ourselves. But in the meantime, if you want to make sure that the athletes are recognized, please send us the information. We are happy to receive it and report it.
Yeah. Did you mention that it was a 6-inning no?
No.
Apparently 6-inning no, not the 10-run 5-inning.
Grace Gooding is awesome.
Yeah.
And they have
good.
another pitcher. Monty has another pitcher, Violet Prince, coming up behind her. I think 1 year behind her
Yeah.
in school, who also is really good.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a great year for Monty fast pitch.
What?
As it usually is.
Good year for Monty fast pitch. What are you talking about? That never happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll do your job for you. It's okay. And
Thanks,
we appreciate it. Yep. Yep.
I love Chase so much. He really has honestly, legitimately become one of my favorite people over the last several months.
Okay, so let's
No
go.
wonder Francis is attacking him.
Yeah,
constantly.
Yeah.
that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, Francis will attack whatever I love. That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's why Daniel gets so much attacks from Francis. And that's why he leaves Andrew alone.
Everything just makes so much sense. Hannah says that Francis is just scared of her.
Yeah.
that also
might be-
tracks.
That's a
that
good
might-
point.
that
You were
does
mentioning,
actually
yeah,
true.
you were.
Francis did show up on Hannah's birthday in the morning, and the first thing he said to me was, "So, what did you get her? You got her a present, right?"
Did you?
Yes.
What did you get her?
I got her super comfy house slides and
Nice.
a Mariners spring training hat.
Oh,
She's wearing the slides right now.
Was this an adequate gift, Hannah?
Yes.
Okay, let me throw this out there. If he had gotten you the slides but not the Mariners spring training hat, would it have been an adequate gift?
Yes.
Okay, so he knocked it out of the park with both gifts.
Yeah,
then
he
is
went-
what we're saying.
You went double deuce.
Well
on it.
done, Andrew.
Yes.
Well done.
The spring
Attaboy.
training was not really an option.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
made the most Hannah Mariners hat ever.
Yep.
It is.
it's right there, Daniel. Do you want to put it up on screen?
It
Gosh, make
has,
me do work.
It has the cactuses.
Yeah,
And
the
flowers.
cacti.
Yeah, the cacti.
Yeah,
The flowering
Good
cacti.
pull.
and the flower eye,
No, don't think so.
and the Mariners logo.
And it's the correct Mariners color of hat. So
The teal and navy. Is that your favorite?
yeah, I'm all about the teal. Andrew's a repeal the teal guy, and I think that should shove it.
Is
I
it
just think
the
it's ugly.
teal
Andrew's
as
like,
a primary color?
to like have all the normal colors that everybody else
I
has.
just want him to have Aberdeen colors.
Okay, so but I'm curious. I'm legitimately curious here, Andrew. Is it teal as a primary color you don't want, or teal at all?
Oh, as primary.
Okay, I could kind of get on
Although-
board with that. Like
although-
I don't hate the teal uniforms, but I like teal better as a secondary color.
My preference is the royal blue
and yellow.
yellow.
I like the baby blue one.
And my second preference is like the cream. The cream.
Oh, yeah.
It looks really good.
I like the cream
with, like
ones.
gold and blue.
Yeah,
I am a teal hater. I want to be clear that I am happy to wear teal to support the Mariners. I just will grouse about it being not their best colors.
Yeah. I am like, you know what? 90% of the teams in the country are like a version of blue, red, white, and blue, or black and white. Like,
Orange.
yeah, no, not many
Daniel
teams
just
are
wants to
orange.
be-
That's the thing. Like,
and nothing rhymes with.
I guess
orange.
football teams. There's a decent amount of orange football teams, like the Bengals and the Browns. The Broncos have orange. I feel like there's another one that I'm missing.
Don't
The
think
Bucks
of it.
good uniforms have orange.
Don't the maybe you're just talking primary colors, but I think Miami has orange as a secondary color. Don't
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude, Miami's colors, fire.
Yeah.
Teal and orange.
The teal is lighter than the Mariners.
It's actually
It
dolphin
is,
blue. It's not teal. It's
Dolphin
its own color.
Well, yeah, the Mariners
The
call
Mariners
this
teal is
Northwest
Northwest
green.
It is a little different than teal, though. It's greener than teal.
Is it?
Yeah,
Nah,
I think it is. And the dolphin blue is a little bit bluer than teal.
I will say that I like.
It's like Carolina blue is different from baby blue.
No, it isn't.
No, it isn't.
It is, though.
Nope.
All right, my nephew's been clamoring for us to talk about the WBC.
So that's all we have for our show
So
today.
that's it for our show today.
Yeah. Sorry, Logan.
Andrew,
Congratulations to Venezuela.
Word.
You
And Gino.
You earned it.
yeah, Gino was so excited.
I
love
am
Gino.
so happy for Gino.
I mean, this is what you get for not catching Cal Raleigh.
You cannot root against Gino Suarez.
Oh, I can.
Not
No,
me.
you can't.
I didn't watch, but I would have been incapable of rooting against him. Mavis, don't step on
I know Cal had like a terrible WBC, but
Okay, so you say terrible WBC. He went 0 for 9
Yeah.
and still had a better on-base percentage than the catcher that everyone thought should
really?
be starting.
Okay, so I didn't
Yeah!
hear that.
Yeah, because nobody's... Listen,
So all the
everybody
analytics-
that's
so-
talking about it, you should never listen to again because they're idiots.
The idiots. I love the idiots. So they're apparently not analytics
I think
guys.
that word is back, by the way. I think you can say it.
I know.
Can we say it?
I didn't want to say that
think it's
about
fine.
all. I didn't want to spread that wide.
Okay.
I
Dude.
have a very low opinion of anyone who actually looks at what's happens and goes, yeah, Cal wasn't doing good. He wasn't doing good at all. Yeah, he'd gone 0 for 9. Last year, he hit a home run every 10 at-bats.
That's ridiculous. That's a good point. That's so nuts.
Putting him on the bench, Mark DeRosa should never get a job
Dude, he's terrible.
talking
It was all
about
predetermined.
baseball again.
Yeah.
It was all
He should
predetermined
not get
by
a
the
job
teams.
talking about baseball ever again, let alone in baseball.
But you know what, Justin?
He
though,
also
even though it's predetermined, he managed that terribly too. Like
By talking
So
to the media
badly.
about
yeah.
it the way he did.
and even though it was predetermined, you know what wasn't predetermined? Knowing the rules of how the tournament works.
Yeah.
Like
So true.
the people who hired him, the MLB teams weren't like, hey, don't learn the
Hey,
rules.
we need you to
And then
pretend
make
that you
it
don't know how this tournament works.
and then make it abundantly obvious.
Yeah. We know we already punched our ticket. Come on, guy.
Come on, guy. Okay, why do I think Aaron Judge is bad? Because anytime Aaron Judge gets into big important games, he falls off the table. I saw
Drop fly balls.
a video today of a Yankees apologist saying, yeah, Judge disappears. And then another Yankee apologist comes on and goes, hey, are you telling me that of course he's not as good in like playoff situations when all the best players are playing against him? Like, you mean his numbers drop in those situations? Of course that happens because they're playing against better players. And I'm like,
you know who that doesn't
dude,
happen to?
that should not affect the literal best hitter in the universe. He should still be better if that's what he is. And he was like, this guy was like, oh yeah, he's only like 10 points worse than Derek Jeter, who was like the clutchest Yankee of all time. And I'm like, also like the most overrated besides Mariano Rivera of all time. Like,
So true, King.
dude, like, you're not helping your case out here, bud, to be like, oh, don't say Aaron Judge disappears in big moments, because in big moments he's playing against better pitchers, so of course he doesn't do good. Like, dude, that's what you're supposed to be, as what everybody crowns as the best baseball player in the universe, to say that he was so much better than Cal Raleigh last year, giving him the MVP because of his offensive stats were just that ludicrous. You're telling me he can't step up and hit off some random Venezuelan? Like, what are you talking about? He comes up with a runner on in the WBC late in the game, and I literally said, oh, you walk Aaron Judge here. And then he strikes out, and Andrew goes, do you not remember that Aaron Judge sucks in clutch moments? And I'm like, oh, yeah. That's exactly who Venezuela wanted up there, because even though he uses the bat the size of a bongo bat because he's a literal giant that hits
Swinging
nukes
a
all the time,
toothpick.
he can't hit in clutch moments. Sorry.
I want to let Andrew go here on this too,
Yeah.
but
You let Andrew eat.
I think we can all agree that Aaron Judge is an amazing baseball player. He's one of the most amazing hitters we've ever seen, if not the most amazing hitter we've ever seen overall.
Do you know what he looks like?
But he's the least clutch of all. If you go through the Rolodex in your mind of the greatest hitters you've ever seen,
Yeah.
he is the least clutch of all the greatest hitters you can ever think of in your life. I can't think of if I go through the Rolodex of great hitters, I can come up with great moments for most of those great hitters in high leverage spots. And I don't have that for Aaron Judge. And just looking at the stats of how he has performed in general in those high leverage spots, he is a massive letdown, but only it only becomes a big deal because it's by comparison to himself.
Right.
So because of what he is, and like it is partly it's the hype of what he is, it's what he's built up to be.
Yes.
But it is also what he actually is, which is
Yes.
an incredible hitter.
Well, the dude looks like, you know those old, super old, like black and white grainy videos of Babe Ruth?
Yeah.
And he's playing against a bunch of like 5'5" white dudes?
Yeah.
That's what Aaron Judge makes like baseball players look like today.
Right.
He's just like a different size human.
Yeah. Andrew, your thoughts?
Also, just quickly before his
Pause
thoughts.
that, Andrew.
Logan says, I literally saw a headline that said USA baseball sucked this year. And I thought, no, it didn't. We made it to the final.
How often
That's so true.
how many times has USA won it once? The World Baseball Classic? Like how many times has it happened and how many times has the US won? Is it like
That's a good
6
question.
or 7 of them?
But they were also in the title game the last 2 years, and they lost to Shohei Ohtani.
I want to say
This year was weird, though.
I want to say like they've been doing there's been like 7 of them maybe, and I think they've won one time. I could be wrong.
Well, it's not like
But baseball's kind of weird in this way in general, where like if you put a lot of great baseball players together, even when a team is way better than the other, sometimes the team that's less good is going to win.
well, especially in a one game.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
They're probably not going to win a 7-game series.
Exactly.
Like if this was a 7-game series, the US probably wins 4-1.
Probably.
Like probably go on and win the next 4 games.
Andrew, did you have something?
I just want to compare two admittedly all-time great players.
Okay.
Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
In high
Shohei's pretty
leverage
good.
situations, which I don't know how that's defined, but that isn't like that's a specific definition.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that Shohei playoff game where he had like 3 home runs and struck out like 12 people?
Basically did maximum hitting things.
Yes.
Judge hits, and I was looking for. I know that this graph exists. Someone graphed their low leverage, medium leverage, high leverage performance.
Okay.
And Judge's graph is a line starting high in low leverage and going lower as leverage gets higher. And Ohtani's is a line literally making an X, going higher as the leverage gets higher. In high leverage situations in their MLB career, in very comparable sample size. The sample sizes are not distorting this. Judge, average 268. Ohtani, average 309. Judge, OPS 949. Ohtani, OPS 1.053. I don't know of these other things, so I'm not going to say them. Judge is an all-time great player.
Yeah.
Who is anti-clutch.
Yep.
He does not perform better in the biggest moments, which, I mean, that sucks for him. But
It doesn't like take away from the fact that he still is an all-time great player, but it does downgrade him a little bit on like the hierarchy of the greatest players of all time.
yes.
Because that's much of what baseball and most sports are built on.
Yeah.
It's not just how good are you, but how good are you when the moment is big.
Yeah.
How good are you when it matters the most?
Yeah. I'm trying to find like the World Baseball Classic has been going on since 2006.
Yeah. I think they're finally starting to get some buy-in, though.
But USA baseball didn't suck this year, right?
No,
Like
they
they
had
had
it very good.
They didn't suck.
They didn't
They
suck.
did disappoint.
Because was this
also,
I'm
what
going to
you're-
say like correct me if I'm wrong because you guys pay way more attention to this than I do. This was like a redeem team situation. This was like maybe in previous World Baseball Classics the US hasn't put together the best roster, but this year we got all the best guys.
Last year was kind of like that, or last time, because it's not
Is it
every
every
year.
4 years?
I think it's every
three.
Three? Okay.
So the last time was kind of one of those things.
That was
too.
the Mike Trout
That was
striking out against Ohtani.
which is
So
legendary.
cool. I really
Yeah.
like that.
So yeah, last year they kind of fielded a team like that too. So like the last 2 years, the U.S. set out to win
Yeah.
and fell one game short. The wild thing is, I think Venezuela was like not. They were like an underdog team that came out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like everybody was thinking like the DR or Japan.
And Italy was awesome.
Italy was so much fun.
It was like
All those dudes from Ohio.
23.
Ohio and New
I think
Jersey.
23 of the 26 players for Italy were from the U.S.
Yeah. I still.
Oh yeah,
can't-
they're all like second generation Italian guys
Yeah.
from Ohio and New Jersey.
And that's not to pick on Italy. That's most of the teams. Most of the teams in the World Baseball Classic,
Yes,
most
are
of them are
second
U.S.
generation.
born.
Yeah.
So Japan won in 2006.
All they have to
and
do is get a
2009.
passport.
Or have a parent that could get a passport.
Yeah.
That's they.
If I
They
could travel to Italy,
intentionally-
I could play for Italy.
No, that's not how that works. They intentionally make it broad so that like American people who are baseball players who have heritage, relatively recent heritage in the countries can play for those countries.
My great grandparents emigrated from Poland,
You know,
and
you-
I have a Polish last
You
name. I could probably play for
the
Poland.
Hawaii team.
That's not. They're part of the U.S., so that's a.
So is
Wasn't my phone.
So is Puerto Rico, but they have a team.
Oh, good point. A U.S. territory.
There we go.
Does Alaska have
Oh
a
wait,
team?
I was gonna say
Oh,
my
wait,
mom
is
was born in
Hawaii a
Alaska before it was a
state now?
state, so I could play
Dude.
for the Alaska team.
Hawaii, if it was like kids, might be able to put together an incredible
Dude.
team. Like Hawaii Little League
Is nuts.
is legit.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Hawaii just dominate Major League Baseball? What happens to those kids when
Yeah,
they
what happens to all those Islanders?
It's
who
like,
are,
basically
super good at baseball.
Benny Agbayani, and then I can't think of another Hawaiian baseball
That's
player.
weird. Are they all playing football now?
No clue.
They're all just like Tua getting their brains beat in?
No idea. It's a really good question.
Yeah.
I might investigate this, but I probably won't though.
Dude, my brother played against a Hawaii team in the Babe Ruth World Baseball.
Yeah,
World
I played against a
Series.
lot of Hawaii teams in Little League.
Yeah, I bet you did, seeing that you were in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Jimmy played in a tournament of 16 through 19-year-olds at Olympic Stadium, and there was a team from Hawaii, a team from Guam, a couple teams from California.
Yeah.
Like there's teams from all over. The Hawaiian team was ginormous.
Yeah.
Jimmy was 16. Dude hit like a 450-foot nuke dead center off of Jimmy. I think Jimmy still has back problems because of how quickly he turned his head to look at it.
Just whipped around to
Yeah.
watch the home run.
You know the concession stand in dead center field
Yeah.
at the Olympic Stadium? It hit on the roof of that.
That's real far.
It is real far. Yeah. That was the bat boy.
I do remember.
Coolest thing I ever saw.
So I moved here from Hawaii when I was 13. And I remember like one of the first things that people were saying to us when we moved here is, you know what, Grace Harbor County? We take our baseball really seriously. And then I watched some of it,
and
and I was like,
eh?
you guys go home if there's a sprinkle. That was the other thing, is we were told immediately, like, oh, it rains, we play through the rain. And then immediately what I witnessed was, as soon as there was even like a hint of rain, everybody went home.
Dude, what are you talking about?
That was what it was when I came here.
That's
telling you.
I literally grew up as like pouring down rain was baseball
They
weather.
do things differently on Ocean Beach Road.
I remember playing in like puddles at Pioneer Park in a high school
Baseball
game.
or just playing in puddles?
Baseball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But also
playing
but
baseball.
also
Because
yeah.
that was the closest thing you had to a swimming pool.
Yeah, that's also true. So true, King. That really confuses me. I played in the rain. Most of my baseball games were played in the rain.
I want
What
to
are
say
you
it was
talking
one of
about?
those things where, like, I came from a tropical paradise where
Yeah.
we very rarely had to worry about rainouts.
Yeah.
So I came here and everybody was like, "Oh, it always rains here. So if it rains, we just play."
Right.
And then
And then it
like
didn't
one of my
happen.
first experiences
Yeah.
was like it rained a little bit, and rain in Hawaii is different because here it's
Yeah.
more like a constant sprinkle.
Right.
But when it rains in Hawaii, it rains
Right.
hard, big drops. And so for me, I was like,
Gets it over quick.
we can't play baseball in this mist that we're dealing with here.
Yeah, that was a bad job by those umps, is what that was.
Yeah, probably the coaches too.
Well, yeah, that's bad job.
Yeah.
Like the amount of rain I played baseball through, like what you're saying doesn't compute. Like I don't understand.
Yeah.
I asked Grok why Hawaii was so good in youth baseball but didn't send tons of people to the MLB, and Grok says that it is because of the mild climate. They play year round in perfect baseball weather.
Yes.
So they're
just gonna be
Hey,
good at younger.
the kids.
There's
the
a
kids
rainy season.
Are
It's just short.
just right.
I used to say like, so
they're
for soccer games,
So it's interesting. I think that's interesting. I'm sorry. I think that's interesting because it makes sense that guys that are literally just playing all year round are
Right.
gonna be better at sixth grade than guys who can only play part of the year.
And then
Right.
they all get burned out and have Tommy John surgery
they
and never
have-
play baseball
Or they
again.
have to
There
be
you go.
rich kids
Yeah.
to travel to play
Yep.
all year.
Yeah.
And then
Dude, I would
know,
play
okay.
baseball with like some kids that were like these just giant, freakish Tongan kids who were
Yeah.
like the most twitchiest athletes I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
they probably went to play rugby.
Or
Some
football.
of them definitely did go to play rugby. Like no joke about that.
Yeah.
also I have
that
a
and
bit of a
football.
bone to pick. So you just said that Grace Harbor rain is just like mist constant. I get that other places have like the big
I meant more
raindrop
like
storms
in
No,
general.
I hear. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like in general.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But these places like Oklahoma and Hawaii are like, oh, when it rains here, it really rains. And I'm like, yeah, you just described like the entire month of November here. I'm sorry that the rest of the year it's a misty rain. But are you ignoring the fact that we also have that? It's
also
just
get
about
big
the
rain.
same length. Like I've played soccer through enough of like monsoons where I'm like, are you telling me that Hawaii, like their rain is different from the actual monsoons we have
warmer.
here too? Oh, I'm
It's
sorry that it
warmer.
just also rains this misty rain. Like
Okay.
I've heard that so many times.
So this is by volume versus by percentage. Okay. So by volume, the Pacific Northwest has more big, heavy rain than Hawaii does.
Yeah.
But by percentage, Hawaii has
Yes.
more big, heavy rain than the Pacific Northwest. does.
100%. But I've
Yeah.
heard that about like
No, you
like
no.
Oklahoma and Iowa are like,
No.
oh yeah, but when it rains,
You nailed
here,
that.
it's real rain.
You,
I'm like,
you have nailed this. Yes.
Yeah, you're
What are you
right. And-
talking
and
about?
it makes sense that they get that impression because usually when they visit the Pacific Northwest, it is raining.
yes,
And it is not raining like it rains when it rains in their place.
Accurate.
100%
Accurate,
accurate.
yes.
100%.
I'm really glad that you got super mad about that.
Such a weird thing to get mad about.
What time is it?
I don't know.
Do you guys realize that we just did
3:46.
an hour and a half show
Without talking about anything.
and didn't talk about anything.
Hey,
like we like
awarded
this.
an athlete of the week.
yeah, we did.
But we like doing that.
Yeah.
Like this episode, if like not all the previous like month and a half or 2 months worth of episodes, is like the epitome of this podcast.
Yeah.
Which we decided from the beginning that we do for ourselves and not for anyone else.
We had to. There was a time, the first iteration of our show, we didn't miss a Sunday for like 3 years straight.
Yeah. Yes.
We're not
I remember specifically
We're not
because
that.
do you guys recall we didn't miss one for like 3 years straight and there was an Easter
Yeah.
that I said, guys, I need to be with my family on this one.
Yep.
And then the two of you were like, "Oh, let's do the easy thing and do like a best of podcast." And then you spent 8 hours making a best of podcast and pulling all the clips. I also would like to say, big quotes on best of.
Yeah. That was the most
That was
work
radio gold.
we've ever put in. It
was.
was so good.
I should dig that up.
My nephew says, welcome to the Drip, the weather podcast. If we did that, we would need Sean on, but he's in like Spain or
He's in
something
France.
right now. Is he in
He
France?
I
could
texted
he
Sean.
could probably FaceTime us from France, talk
I-
about Northwest weather.
I
Actually,
texted Sean earlier,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Hey, have a good time in France. By the way, enjoy all the sexually devious cowards that you meet there." And he was like, "What are you talking about? France is amazing." And I was like, "France is probably cool, but I root against them in everything.
Yes.
The Olympics,
World Wars.
World Wars, anything political. I also it's gone so far that if
Was that too far?
NBA players who are from France, like Victor Wembanyama, I root against them. If you're from France, I root against you. So there's
That's
that.
very British of you, Justin.
Yeah.
You take that back.
And Polish.
Thank
I don't
you.
know.
I'll be
I don't
Polish.
know if that's Polish.
I'm gonna move to Poland.
It is very British.
I'm gonna move to Poland one of these days.
The more I learn about Poland, the more I'm like, I'm getting ready to move to Puck.
You want to come with me?
Dude, Puck looks like a nice place.
You might be too German, but I bet I could get you into Poland.
So here's the thing. I'm as much Polish as I am German.
But you got that.
Any
Dude,
amount of
you
German
wanna-
is
you wanna see
probably
a-
too much German.
Yeah, it's a good call. That might be true. You want to see a picture of my Polish great grandpa?
That I want nothing more in life than
Dude,
to
he
see a
looks
picture of your Polish great
He
grandpa.
looks exactly like my brother.
Man.
I always thought my brother looked like my dad's side of the family. But
My wife showed me a picture of her
But
family
remember,
when they were
remember
little.
we talked about Adolf last week.
And Genghis.
Adolf.
I actually named my
Adolf Olofsky looks exactly like Jimmy.
so much like Jimmy.
Tell me that's not Jimmy.
even got a
we're,
weird nose.
We're Polish. Yeah. That's Jimmy and me.
Adolf is German.
Apparently it's Polish too.
You take that back. I named my bracket in the bracket challenge Justin Genghis Damashevitz.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty good.
Because I thought that was like Andrew had that line that was like an epic line that
Yes.
I'm never going to forget when we were talking about the name Adolf, and he was like, "When did Genghis come back?" or whatever he said.
Names that
I
won't.
didn't say when did it come back. You were saying when will Adolf
Yeah.
come back,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know. Has Genghis come back?
What is that like? That sent me so bad. I don't think I recovered
Dude.
for like 2 minutes after you
You know
said
what's
that.
wild though? Joseph's still a thing. Like Joseph Stalin was terrible.
Yeah, but
But you
everybody
can't-
knew him by his last name.
Yeah,
Oh,
Stalin. Yeah, he's
that's
a
a good
Stalin.
point.
Yeah.
So, but everybody knows Hitler by his last name.
But Joseph is just so much more of a common name. Am I doing an American thing?
Joseph is like such
Joseph
a Bible name
is-
that
yeah.
you can't get rid
There's
of it.
no Adolf in the Bible.
There's no
or
Adolf
Genghis.
in the Bible. Or Genghis. Okay, names that can't come back.
Okay.
Genghis, Adolf,
This could get weird.
Jezebel.
Oh,
Dude, could you imagine if you met a Jezebel?
yeah.
Like that.
That's
ain't
a good
happening.
one. That's a
Yeah.
really good one. What about Cain?
Ooh.
I don't think Cain can come back.
I don't think Cain can come back either.
It's kind of a cool name if it wasn't like,
Yeah,
hey, you murder
it's
your
kind
brother.
Of a cool name because it's like super dark and edgy.
Yeah.
which is not a name.
You're right.
you
It's a
wanna
great
choose
pro
for it.
wrestler name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
To be a dark, edgy pro wrestler.
Right.
Yes.
What's another one?
I was gonna say the next dark pro wrestler name is gonna be Genghis Adolf.
Genghis Adolf Cain.
Herod.
Ooh,
Good
Herod,
pull
you're right.
from-
Nobody's nobody's going with Herod. Good attaboy, Logan.
Good Herods and bad Herods, though.
Are there? What's
Yeah,
the
but
good
we
Herods?
don't name anybody else Herod anymore. That one died with the Bible.
Yeah, he's right about that. What about Nebuchadnezzar?
I think Nebuchadnezzar could probably be resurrected.
Yeah, we can call him Neb for short.
He's probably a mummy somewhere. Could be resurrected as a zombie.
That's not what I meant. I don't think they mummified.
What other? Is there any other names
I'm going through the Rolodex in my head.
of names that you just nobody's
Yeah.
gonna use anymore?
Yeah. But I'm going to like athletes I hated.
What's Yeah, definitely not name anybody Leitner.
Yeah.
that's for sure.
But like I know Christian though. Like
yeah, Christian's
Christian's
a
a-
good guy. I like Christian.
like inherently that's a good name. Yeah.
the man, otherwise known as Christian the Man.
Yeah.
Sventh.
Had a good chat with Chase about Christian Leitner yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Christian Leitner who came to Elma?
Yes.
Dude, that's wild.
Do you think back to that and it's like do you remember the way that went down?
The way that we absolutely ridiculed them for having Christian Leitner there.
The way that we were contacted and offered an opportunity to interview Christian Leitner.
Dude, I forgot about that.
And-
but also, there's no way I would have been able, like,
So I talked to Chase about
I
this.
wouldn't have been able to do it.
I was like, we actually had
how do you like stepping on people? Like, what do you say?
we had conversations
That's, like,
about
one of my
this.
earliest memories of sports was
Yeah.
Christian Leitner stepping on people.
Chase and I talked about this, and I was like, it wasn't like specifically that we just said, "Oh, it's Christian Leitner. There's no way we can do that." We talked about it,
Yeah.
and in a way, it was like, okay, we decided we don't know how to make the schedule work, and we don't really want to do it anyway.
Yes.
So we're gonna move on from this idea.
Yep.
So we did technically pass on the opportunity to interview Christian Leitner.
Yeah.
But also, like I was like, if it had been somebody we cared about,
We would have made it
we
work.
would have made it work.
Yeah.
We would have made it work. So
I gotta say, like,
on one hand, we didn't just specifically because Daniel, the conflict that you and I ran into is like, okay, it's Christian Leitner.
Yeah.
But also, this is something kind of cool that one of our local teams is doing. So in a way, it's like they have a camp where they've brought in a big name.
Yeah.
So the only reason why we're even considering talking to this person is because we would like to support Elma basketball.
yes.
But then when we were like, you know what, schedule wise, this is awkward. We don't know how to make it work. We just moved on. But if it had been Gary Payton,
Oh,
bro,
either of them.
that's happening.
Yes.
Any Gary Payton.
Yes.
I don't even care if they're not related to him.
I don't care if it's. I think Gary Payton named like all of his sons Gary Payton.
If,
like I would have.
If it was a Gary Payton that was a white guy from Jacksonville, Florida,
some accountant.
we would have interviewed him.
Yeah.
But it was Christian.
I just.
I don't think I'm making
the main
things
thing
better
is
right
I
now.
don't think I could have. I don't think I could have helped myself. Like, I'm pretty sure I would have said something that would have like reflected badly on Elma, because they would have been the ones setting up the interview.
It's funny
And I'm
because
like,
we're not Elma guys, but whatever we said would have been projected onto
yes,
Elma. Yeah,
exactly.
That's a good point.
So Christian Leitner would have come. He would have talked to us because Elma basketball was like, "Hey, here's some local sports guys you should talk to," and I would have been like, "Hey, Christian Leitner, so excited to talk to you. Why are you stomping on people's chests?
You know
You're
what?
the worst."
Coach Ferrier, by the way, you are really glad we did not interview Christian Leitner.
Yeah, because now you might get some other person to
You're
go.
welcome.
But that guy would have been like, "Who are these yahoos out in Matlock who hate me, and why did they interview me?"
But if
We
it was
weren't
Tyler
that much,
Hansbrough, I would have made it work.
What?
If it was Tyler Hansbrough,
That dude's a psycho.
I would have made it work.
That guy's a psycho.
I've got
Psycho T, that was his nickname.
I've got a few other names that will not be brought back.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Nero,
Yeah.
Caligula,
Who?
Attila,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Judas.
Oh,
Yeah,
Judas.
I saw Judas and I was like, oh no, yep, that
Yep.
one's never coming.
Yep.
one of the
that's-
most popular names of the time as well.
Yeah, there was like another disciple named Judas.
There was several Judases.
bunch of Judases.
Yeah.
Judas was like the man, and now
That's
all
why
of a
they
sudden,
had to say he was Judas Iscariot.
no more Judas.
No more Judas.
Yeah, when I first thought of making that list, Judas was up there.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, gotta mention Judas.
Yeah.
And then I didn't.
Bad job by you.
What's that? Judas always reminds me of the name
Also,
in that song.
also Saddam.
Yeah.
But I don't know that was ever. At least in a Western context, that was never
Lucifer.
Ever on
Yeah,
the-
nobody's going Lucifer.
Yeah,
again.
nobody's going Lucifer. Yeah. Oh,
What's
Herod's
that?
on that list. I like that.
Honestly,
What's that song? My name is Bada. Da 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 da. Do you know that song?
No.
My name is. We played with a kid
it
on
Daniel?
our Bearcats football team, Andrew, who had this. He was a receiver. He only came to like one game, and he had this name.
Game rhymes with name.
if he came to one game, I probably don't remember it at all.
Might have been a Tenino kid. Now that I
Ooh,
think about it.
gross. Let's push him out of the back of our minds.
That's gonna drive me nuts.
Yeah.
My name is Bottom.
So is that going to do it for our show today?
Yeah, I think so. And unless there's any other good names on there you want to throw out.
No, a few that we thought of, which was I asked Grok for his
Yeah.
top 20.
Nero's a good one.
Yeah, Osama. Nobody's going with Osama anymore.
Osama, Paul.
Dude, what the heck?
Mayo.
I'm totally naming somebody Vladimir if I'm
That's
Russian.
I was gonna say Vladimir was one that I was like, I don't.
Did Vladimir
nobody-
Guerrero bring that back?
Actually,
Yeah.
it's interesting that both
Hardcore.
of these are Russian, but I don't think of Joseph Stalin as being a Joseph, and I also don't think of Vladimir Putin as being a Vladimir. I
Right,
think
right.
Putin.
right.
Yeah.
And
a good
also Russians still revere Stalin.
Yeah, that's,
Like there's still statues of him. Like
Yeah.
that's a messed up like what's the kidnapping thing where like the person who's
Oh,
kidnapped
like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The Stalin thing is a weird Stockholm syndrome
That's
thing.
my cat
man.
too. My cat has Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, you kidnapped
My
your cat?
wife abducted him and stole him away from his family.
Oh,
Yeah.
How rude.
Torquemada was the Spanish Inquisition's chief torturer.
whoa.
But I don't know. So I guess that will never come back in Spanish.
What's the
speaking.
name? Caligula? No, what?
Torquemada.
Torquemada. Yeah, that was not good.
I will never name a child Torquemada.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Let's end the show because I have to pee.
That's okay.
Yeah.
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 Or I can say
Do you
hold
just
it.
want to stop it?
So for so you by the way you have been by the way the Scrimmage is the show, by the way.
Did you know that?
Have you
That's
have
the
you
show?
been listening to it? You have been listening to it. And I'm nailing this right now.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out the
Thank
name
you
of that
for
song.
listening to The Scrimmage. I'm Justin Domashevitz, Daniel Hargrove, my
That's
co-host, and Andrew Gross, our trusty producer.
You know
I
when
was
you
going to
said
plug in
that-
some of those names that
Yeah.
aren't coming back as nicknames, but I didn't want to call you Daniel Cain Hargrove. Like, I wanted to, but also I was like, that might be a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Jimmy might take exception.
Jimmy might take exception to that, and he's a pastor now, so we have to be careful with the way we do things.
You know what I'm trying to do right now
Tell
that
me,
I know that
please.
you have to pee?
Yeah.
Is what you said you were thinking of doing to my wife when she was sprinting into the church today
Yeah.
with Veda, who had to pee. You were like, what if I just engaged her in like a really long conversation?
It is funny. It's because, okay, I'll explain this situation. So I'm leaving church, first service. Daniel and his family are arriving at church, second service. I see
My
Daniel's
name is
wife,
Jonas. Ah, that's the name of the song.
Okay.
My name is Jonas.
and that's a name that can't come back?
No, it's just every time I think of Judas, I think of Jonas.
Daniel and his family are arriving, and his wife, Courtney, has Veda, your 2-year-old daughter?
She's 3 now, just
3-year-old daughter.
Yep.
Wow.
And Courtney is literally running into the church in very, very obviously urgent fashion
Yes.
because Veda has to go to the bathroom. As I'm walking out, we wave Courtney a little hi. My natural inclination is to stop her and be like, "Hey, Courtney, how are you? Let's talk for a long time." I didn't do it, but it was the first thought that popped into my mind.
Meanwhile, you then see me, your friend, who isn't in an emergent situation, and you don't even stop walking.
I waved.
You literally wave and go, "Hey!" And that's it.
Yep, that checks out.
I am a fully dysfunctional person. Like, just not.
Not just you. I'm Angel's friend too. She did the same thing.
Yeah. Well, in Angel's defense, I had been rushing her out of church for like 20 minutes at that
Okay.
point. So she was probably feeling like if she had tried to stop to talk to you, that I might have finally blown my gasket.
Gotcha. Don't want to blow gaskets.
No blown
So
gasket.
you were on the point of a blown gasket, but still, your instinct
Yes.
was to engage in predatory delaying tactics.
That was my point. Is that I'm a horrible person. Like, it was the whole point of me bringing it or talking about that story in the
that's
first
fair.
place.
So good. All right, you've been listening to the Scrimmage.
Bye.